Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, we are getting some very interesting tidbits with this anime, the cheat magician. Um, he was going like full 100%, and still some freaking how these disgusting monsters and how ridiculously strong they are were just like, oh well, it's okay. You could use 100% of your enchantment. It's not gonna change anything, and we're just gonna body you. You know, it's that simple. And body them, they tried, man. Holy crap! So we see what 100% of his enchantment kind of like shows up as. But to be fair, these fools didn't even like these big like orcs looking guys. They didn't even really flinch, you know, like sure they were getting beat up and punched and stuff, but at the end of the day they were pretty easily like not taken back by all this, and because of that it made it really clear to me that whenever all this stuff continues to pop off probably from here on out, uh, that's what we got to look for. That's what we got to see is what is strong enough to keep up with someone that has 100% enchantment. Because if they're capable of doing that, we're looking at some ridiculous power scaling in the case of like a dragon being able to stop the fist with just one hand and then swat it back, you know, like, and then all of a sudden he jumps from not being able to get through the dragon's defenses to um, literally, you know, beating it in a battle of its ultimate attack, right? Like the dragon's using all of its might, and somehow this man straight up he's like, okay, well, now it's time for me to, you know, do my thing. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna easily destroy you now. Hold up. You know, so it's those types of things in these shows that kind of really make me happy that I'm watching it, because make the show conveying, you know, like make the show want me to see if there's anything out there to defeat this man. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to watch a show that I know, but if you look at it through my perspective now, where there's a dragon that shows up, gets hit, and loses a beam battle, and still comes out alive, you know, relatively capable to fly away and not even take that much damage out of all this. That's crazy. This is a man who can, you know, control countries and stuff like that with his power. So all of a sudden, you're looking at a dude that just straight up can do whatever he want whenever he want, but that's not how he chooses to carry himself, you know. So that's one thing that's really cool about him. The other thing is how he, you know, was so angry at himself and the spirit for not, you know, helping him at this situation. It only made sense that we were going to see this come out, you know, like he was looking for her, no answer, and then next thing you know, she's doing, you know, she's showing up and helping at a time when they don't need them anymore, you know. So it was like, you dumb girl, like I needed you a while back and now you're showing up, like, are you kidding me? So I really like that he actually gave her, you know, his emotions on the whole situation. Like, really, like you are that trash. And that's what kind of gave me the feeling that this show had a lot more potential than it actually was showing. Is they go into these details, these grimy details of what people, or, you know, these monsters are capable of doing, and then afterwards you kind of are just stuck with, oh man, like, and that's how it is, you know. So I love this anime in the grand scheme of just like where it's going, like why it's doing certain things that it's doing, but at the same time, it's definitely the cliche, you know, I do this, I'm hero. You know, if you don't like certain types of cliches, then this show is probably not for you fully, but to be fair, the cliche of it is still relatively decent, you know? So, with that being said, if you could look a little bit past, that stuff, you can probably get yourself a really good show out of this, right? Like, you can get yourself a pretty awesome overall character development and growth. It's just that once you get to that point, you kind of have to just accept the fact that certain things are going to happen a certain way because that's just how the show interpretates it. That's just how certain anime do things, and because of that, you kind of just accept it. You kind of just go on understanding it. But to be fair, I've never I've never had too many shows where I was just like, man, this is so cliche that I can't even watch it or something dumb like that. Like I've never seen anything that bad of a cliche. So this show I think is doing the oh, I'm a strong guy who protects everybody trope pretty well, but at the same time it did feel slow, and it did feel like there was more that could have been done in the case of like how the speed of it, just like certain stuff like that. But it was whatever. In the case of, it still works, it's still a good show. But I have tried to record this 2 times now, and I hope this one works and you guys hear this video, because I want to make another video and get on with it, and talk to you guys about all the shows today. But it's taken a while because this game didn't save the first time, so we'll check out how this plays out this time. So with all that being said, I hope you guys having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be. I am your boy, the Anime G, and I'll definitely talk to you in the next one. So with all that being said, peace.